Hello, welcome everyone to this week's Intuitive Energy Update. My name is Lisa Lyle. This is my channel here on YouTube. If you are new, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. I trust that something here will be supportive to you on your spiritual journey, on your healing path. What a week, what a week, what a week. I'm actually surprised to find myself here recording or going live today. It's Friday, the 8th of March, 2024, and we are a couple days away from our Pisces new moon. So let me just take a moment here to ask that I'm a clear and pure channel to bring through messages from Source Divine, loving and kind, that seeks only for each of us to achieve our greatest and highest good in service to the greatest and highest good of humanity in this lifetime. So, how are you all doing? Yeah, there's a lot going on right now, and I'm really feeling guided in the coming days. I'm not sure when, probably um, when I've integrated the energy of the past few days into my experience a little bit better. I really feel guided to come here and share some real and raw information and truth about me and my life, and um, the good, bad, and the otherwise, the struggles, because I know I'm not alone. And until we start sharing with one another from our heart, how are we going to move beyond this um, collective trap that we're living within? And it's been a rough week here in my experience. And so I really hope that you are having a better week. Oh, look at this. We've got our new moon in Pisces, and the first card out is the full moon in Pisces, which won't be until September, I believe. But balance, spirituality, and practicality. And that actually really is a perfect card to come forward. As I'm saying, it's been a very difficult week, challenging, a lot of challenges. And, even as an awakened individual, an awakening individual who is very solid in my spiritual beliefs and understandings, sometimes the experience of being human, it can truly be overwhelming. And, our sensitivities, as much as they are great gifts, they can get the better of us sometimes. And I just feel very tender emotionally and have been feeling this way for quite some time. Again, we have a full moon message here, and this one is about power, and it's number 16. So that's a 7. It's about our physical body. And what I'm feeling is we got two full moon cards first, and we're coming up to a new moon. On the 25th of March, we will have our annual Libra full moon, which is also known as the worm moon. And it really feels, with this being 16, which is a number 7 as I see it, this is really a time, beginning right now, it's really a time to refine our self-care practices. It would be an excellent time, particularly if you are spiritually, I want to say spiritually minded, uh, to really work on cleaning up from the inside. And so, there's been a lot of talk these days about parasites and yeah, mostly parasites and worms and stuff. And honestly, as I have been working on doing various parasite cleanses over the last year. And it is, it's been said many times that we're in the 444. The angels are guiding us and really encouraging us to um, honor the inner guidance we're receiving. So, as I was saying, we as a collective are in a spiritual. I'm just going to keep pulling cards until they tell me to stop. We are in the midst of a spiritual battle taking place on this planet, Mother Earth. And those of us who are spiritually minded are really and have been for, much of this lifetime under attack. And it's with everything, right? It's our consciousness that is the gift. And no, I don't know what you mean by no. And anyways, somebody new commenting no. Who is this person? We would like to know. Anyways, those are all the cards I'm going to pull for that. And I'm not going to get distracted by random comments by random dudes we don't know over here on this channel. If he would like to introduce himself and elaborate on his comment, that would be fantastic. Otherwise, vamoose. Anyways, yeah, so we have been under this spiritual attack for most of our lifetime, and it's in everything. It's the food we eat, it's the music we listen to, the technology that's in our hands. It is everything. It is in the televised programming that we watch, all this kind of stuff. Hey, Barb, I'm glad someone said yes. Who is that guy? I don't know. I don't really care, honestly, at this stage of the game. Time to listen to that heart and to really call on your angels, call on God, your team of light, for assistance, and see where you're being guided to. And if you're really interested in a parasite cleanse or doing anything like that, don't hesitate to reach out to me. I'm not going to share it here. I will share with you some different herbs that you can work with, and also encourage working with pure gum spirits, probably a troll under the bridge, but we're not afraid of any trolls, are we? Nah. After the week I've had, no, honestly. So, and I'm saying that, and it says the end of a tough cycle approaches. And so it's a mindset. Like yesterday, I had hoped to come live, and I just was not able to do it. And I just honored what I needed. And I was like, just a bit of a blob all day yesterday. And prior to that, the energy had been really, really good. I have stay on the lookout. We are going to be. Was guided to record some spring forecasts by the sun signs. So I have the first 8 done, and I'm hoping to get the next 4 done in the next couple of days. And then I will be releasing those a couple at a time. And they are phenomenal. They're absolutely amazing. So I think what the biggest message is here is that we are the change, and it's up to us to show up for ourselves and to get things moving again, because no one is coming to do it. No one is coming to save us per se, although our brother Jesus saves us through our understanding and recognition of him, acknowledgement of his teachings, and the acknowledgement that we are the very same light as him. Now, we've got this resistance card, and again, it's a number 7. So that's really funny, because what we resist persists. And so if we have been holding back, if you're not drinking enough water, chances are you are resisting the emotional release that wants to take place through you. And really, it's in our hands. It's in our hands to be the change. And so are you willing to show up for yourself this week? Are you willing to step fully into your power and not resisting the changes, not resisting what needs to be done in order for you to live your best life? Video, if it's something that you're interested in, just sharing the reality of this world that has been created for us to really, in many ways, limit us from getting ahead, limiting us from the abundance that is our divine birthright. And as a single mom, and I know many of you are single moms, the struggle is real. The struggle is real. What are we working for? I tell you, I swear to God, I will not work to be in debt to a government. And yet, all that many of us are working for, full-time jobs for, is just the basics, right? A roof over our head. When 90%, 95, or 100% of our income goes to the basic necessities, we are being played. And we have to rise up and stand up and speak up together about the absolute lunacy. I'm literally at the end of my rope. I'm done with all of it. I'm not, now I'm getting fired up again. I'm not going to do that here, but yet it's a good example of how you may be feeling too. How are you feeling? How are you doing? Truly, how are you doing? And I know many of us just say, yeah, I'm good, right? Because we don't want to burden others. We don't want to put our stuff on other people. But, the bullshit has to stop. We have to stop saying we're good if we're not good, right? Like, I'm struggling. So I'm going to just tell you right here and now, I show up and do what I do because it heals me, and it's like what I want to be doing. And yet, sometimes the reality is behind the scenes, it's a grind. And the last handful of days has been a grind. And, I am emotionally fragile and tender. And so, because there's no one here to show up for me, I have to show up for myself. And I show up to serve because it fills my cup, honestly and truthfully. And so, what spiritual practices can we implement? What can we do for ourselves to bring this sense of peace? This is a number 28, which comes to a 1. This is a new beginning, right? We get to be the change, the magician, shifting from that poverty mindset. Because over here in Canada, many single moms are living in poverty, and it's bullshit. I'm telling you, I'm so angry about it. Canada has gone to shit. It's run by a shithead. And, nobody seems to, I guess, unless you're affluent in this country, nobody seems to be talking about what the real issues are. When a single mom is paying $2,800 a month just to keep a roof over her head, that doesn't include groceries. That doesn't include gas in a vehicle. It includes nothing else but a fucking roof over our head. Excuse my language. It's horrific. It's horrific, and I'm fed up with it. And with that being said, our dreams need a practical plan. So this is why I show up here on YouTube and allow myself to be seen, good, bad, or otherwise. Rarely do I drop F-bombs on this channel. Rarely do I swear on this channel. And yet, it's just sometimes this video may get taken down. I have no idea. Sometimes it's necessary, though, to speak our mind and to let it out, because there's no point in bottling it up and resisting what wants to be said, what needs to be said, what wants to come out. It's time we all were courageous enough to speak our mind, and not to do so in a way to put others down or anything like that, except those who want to govern you, who don't give a shit about you or your children or your parents or your grandparents or your great-grandchildren. They don't care. I saw a meme the other day, and I really like it. And it says, believing the government cares about you is like believing the stripper's in love with you. So stop, please. But our dreams need a practical plan. And so my plan, which has been in place for quite some time, and I've been diligently following it since the time of the solstice 2023, and that is coming here, putting videos up, sharing with you, the real raw Lisa, not the one that's, looking for, my mom always said shit, piss. I am so frustrated, Barb. Like, honestly, I'm so frustrated, and I'm really just trying to keep my shit together. And I don't want to piss on anyone, um, except that I'm, that righteous. There's a similar feeling right now to the energy that was around in 2010, 2012. This righteous rage from the divine feminine. I'm tired of barely living, right? And when I say that, I mean I'm living a good life spiritually. I'm a generally well-balanced, happy person. I'm working for nothing right now except the roof over my head. And that's why I come here. And that's why I encourage you to subscribe to the channel, engage with the channel, comment here, thumbs up, because this is where I want to grow. I want to share with anybody who feels guided to land here on this channel. The message that I want to share is one of hope and peace and overcoming and rising above and actually claiming our sovereignty, because there's no reason that at 53 years old, or any age for that matter, we should just be working for the bare necessities and literally nothing else. And if the bare necessities is just a roof over our head, well, I got that down. What about the food? What about the gas for the vehicle? What about the clothing for my body? Honestly, I'm fed up. I'm fed up. I may have to take this down. I don't know if I'll keep this up, but hey, Barbie caught me live and I'm in fine form today. Anyways, let's get some affirmations. Loving others is easy when I love and accept myself. And it says on the back, my heart is open to allow love to flow freely. I love myself. I love others, and others love me. And if you're experiencing some similar challenges and struggles in your experience, please feel free to share with me. This is how we're going to overcome, is by supporting one another, showing each other compassion and love. And yes, it begins with us. And yet, how many people out there feel alone, like they don't fit, like they don't belong? Let's start really communicating. I mean, it's great. I can sit here in front of my computer all day long and talk till the cows come home. If we're not engaging, though, how are we growing? How are we really showing up for ourselves and others? My home is a peaceful haven. And it says, I bless my home with love. I put love in every corner of my home. Lovingly responds. And my home lovingly responds with warmth and comfort. I am at peace. Yeah. And, it's the Americas. It's North America. And North America has sat on its high horse for many, many generations, feeling like it was, the epitome of living. And I can tell you, those of us who were born in North America, many are not living much of a great experience at this point in time. The cost of living is through the roof. It's absolutely criminal. And in this country, and like the US as well, they continue to allow immigration. And I'm not against immigration. And yet, and until you can home the people that you have here, until everybody's got a roof over their head, everyone is, enjoying a reasonable way of life. No, we shouldn't be allowing more people into these countries that cannot support who is already there. And over here in Canada, our members of parliament just gave themselves another raise, 4 since the COVID virus. 4. They're making over 300. A basic MP is making over $300,000 that the taxpayers are paying, and they've given themselves 4 raises since COVID. How many people lost their jobs? It's bullshit. I'm getting angry again. So it's absolute lunacy. And everybody, everyone just sits around. Most people are in fact too busy to even know what's going on around them. In Canada, we've got a new bill. I can't remember what the bill's letter and number is, but again, it's like this hate speech online. So if somebody decides they don't like what you're saying, they can report you, and there's the possibility of jail time here in Canada now. Like, can you say insane? Can you say we live in a basic dictatorship? And the US isn't any better. We know that. You got you know, a geriatric patient at the helm there. Is he really at the helm, or what the hell's going on there? I mean, until the people rise, none of these people, whether it's, here in Canada or in the US, it doesn't matter who's sitting in office. If people let them get away with their criminal activities, it's going to keep happening. Here, we're working to send all of our money to other countries to fund war. Fuck off. I don't agree with it. I don't support any war. And mothers, you should be standing up and not allowing your children to fight these old white man's wars. Knock it off. And I am in the process of positive change. Learning to speak my mind here on my channel. 2 F-bombs in one live. I'll probably take this down at some point in time. I'll leave it up for a little while, but that's pretty funny. It says, I am unfolding in fulfilling ways. Only good can come to me. I now express health, happiness, prosperity, and peace of mind. So as we come towards this Pisces new moon, and Pisces, Pisces is the dreamer. Pisces is the dreamer. Pisces can be a little delusional too, right? And so how are we balancing ourselves? How are we balancing ourselves so that we can bring our dream through, right? And not live in this land of illusion, delusion, confusion. And, anger is a part of being spiritual. If anyone just says it's rainbows, lollipops, and they're farting, I don't know, whatever. Anyways, I'm surprised I ended up here today, and maybe some of this stuff in this video needed to be said. At least it feels good for me to share some of my personal struggles. And, I just continue to show up for myself and show up here with the faith of a mustard seed, knowing that this is what I'm here to do and to share in this way, and that something here is going to be supportive to you. It looks like Barb, it looks like we scared Duke Nukem away, which is a good thing. And he'll be getting blocked from here as well, because I really don't have time for the BS anymore. And, even within the spiritual community, there's a lot of fluff, and very few are talking about the real raw stuff, like the stuff that goes on in our daily life. And if we're not talking about the real raw stuff, are we actually even really healing? Are we really even doing the inner work? And I would venture to say, no, we're not. If we're not feeling the full range of emotions, if we just think it's, oh, la, 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 I'm going to skip around barefoot and, oh, peace, love, and happiness. Yeah, ultimately, that is the goal. And yet, there's a lot of layers that we have to get through in order to truly stand in our righteous role as the sovereign children of God that we each are. And I don't owe any government anything. They already tax me for getting my ass out of bed every day. And beyond that, I owe nothing. And same for all of you. Same for all of you. So this Pisces new moon is packing a bit of a punch for a golden boot to the butt. And I apologize for if anyone was offended by my F-bomb. So I trust if you were, you never made it this far. So do I really need to apologize? Nah. Yeah, let's let's do this and let's get through this Pisces new moon and all that it's bringing for us. Spring is going to be a very active time. I'm looking forward to sharing your by the sign spring 2024 forecast. They are amazing, and no F-bombs were dropped in the making of those videos. And what else? If you would like to work with me, this big ray of sunshine, don't hesitate to reach out. My information's in the description box below. I am open to do, I have 10 positions for 2024 energy forecasts, beginning with the new year, beginning with the equinox on the 19th of March. So if one of those has your name on them, there'll be a link in the description box below to claim yours. And beyond that, I'm looking forward to sharing with you over the coming days, weeks, months, and years as we continue to grow, as we continue to rise and restore righteousness and divine birthright to this planetary realm, because we are all worthy and deserving of the basic necessities without exception, and much, much more. So until next time, everyone, I see you, I feel you, I love you. Thanks so much for being here, Barb. I appreciate you. And I don't know what I would do without your love and support in my life. So for that, for you, for all of you, I am eternally grateful. Until next time, take good care. Namaste.